What is going on, guys? Welcome to episode number 43 of our Cincinnati Bengals franchise. And in today's episode, we are doing some Sunday primetime action, guys. So we've got the Cleveland Browns at home for week number 2. And then in week number 3, we're going to Foxborough in Gillette Stadium to take on the New England Patriots, the Tom Brady-less New England Patriots. So pretty funny that Tim Brady, his cousin, comes in to the NFL. And then Tom Brady decides to retire. Finally, he decides to retire. So the AFC, just when they thought they were going to lose a Brady, they're going to get another Brady, right, to have to deal with. Maybe eventually. We'll see how Dalton does. I know that last game he had some accuracy issues. We'll see how he does against this Cleveland Browns team. But we can see that Baker Mayfield, 390 yards passing last week to kick off the 2020 regular season. Crazy numbers there. 3 scores, 390. This new and improved Cleveland Browns offense, we see Jarvis Landry making this catch to the left out here, going to get 3 yards. It's definitely new and improved, guys. They've got some weapons here offensively with Duke Johnson. He's still kind of that mainstay at running back. Jarvis Landry getting that big paycheck. But they've also got Noah Fant, tight end out of Iowa. He's going to be a sophomore this season. And when I say sophomore, he's going to be a 2-year pro. He's entering his sophomore season. And then they got DK Metcalf out of Ole Miss. So he's also going to be a 2-year pro here. So they got some weapons. And you guys can see out here, Baker Mayfield is finding Jarvis Landry with regularity here. He's now 4 of 4 for 26 yards. Fant moving in motion here as a blocker. And Duke Johnson, I feel like having some more weapons on the outside are really helping Duke Johnson here. 19 rushes for 90 yards last week to go along with those 390 passing yards that Mayfield threw for last week as well. So we see that he's trying to shoot to the outside. First incompletion on the game. So on that drive, he went 5 of 6. It's going to lead to a field goal. Our defense is looking a little shaky here so far. We played really good against Pittsburgh. But it's really going to be interesting to see how we play against this new and improved young offense for the Cleveland Browns. So we see that John Ross on a little out route going to pick up the first down. But look at this. Andy Dalton throws right up the middle, shooting for Joe Mixon, and Kendricks going to pick it off. Unreal. Look, guys, I swear to you, some of these throws by Dalton, and I'm going to show you some replays here, you're going to be laughing to yourself, like, how in the world is he missing all these throws? It's insane. I feel like there's some regression happening with Andy Dalton. It might have been a good thing that we took a quarterback in this draft last year. So 3rd and 8 as Cleveland stops the Bengals offense on the previous drive. 3rd and 8, they're not going to pick up the first down. We get the football back here. 3rd and 6, and firing late out to our first-round draft pick, Desmond Dallas out of Ohio. He's a Bobcat, so nothing doing here. 3rd and 9, and Mayfield firing from the 7-yard line to Josh Gordon in his own end zone, and Aqib Talib is the only guy that can stop him, and he barely gets him stopped, pushes him out of bounds. Mayfield now 9 of 13 for 139 yards. 2nd and goal, and Mayfield rolling out to the left, going to fire out there in the back of the end zone, but Darqueze Dennard almost comes up with the interception. I really wish he would have, because on 3rd and goal, Mayfield rolling out to the left. He's trying to get something going here, and he's going to slide. Oof, okay, so, I mean, at least we stopped him for the touchdown, but it's going to lead to another field goal, and it's going to be 13-0 here in the second quarter here. Here's John Ross making a catch, and, oh, man, he could have gotten his legs taken out there. Nice job to avoid that big time hit. So, but good throw by Dalton into coverage right there. He was well covered. John Ross was. So here on 3rd and 7, and we got some time here. Here's Martavis Bryant coming up with a big catch there. Billy Price has an injury, so he's going to have to exit the game at this point. And now a little bit of audibling here, a little bit of hot routing and setting some players up on defense. And Tyler Croft is going to get into the end zone for the first touchdown for the Bengals in today's football game. So 13-7 now. 1:40 left to go here, and a strip sack fumble. That's that's Bernardrick McKinney with the sack and the fumble force. Jordan Willis comes up with the fumble recovery. So the Bengals get the football back here. 2nd and 13, and firing over top the linebacker and right in between the DBs. And John Ross comes up with the huge diving catch. Here's 2nd and 7. We're firing up the middle here to Joe Mixon. He's going to pick up the first down. 28 seconds left to go here. And we're going deep to Martavis Bryant. Almost picked off. Almost picked off. There's Demarius Randall with the coverage. 2nd and 10. 13-7. Only down 6. So if you do get a field goal here, nothing hurt. Nothing hurt. And John Ross can't come up with the catch. It looked like it just fell out of his hands. I don't know if that was tipped or not, but regardless, it's going to be 20 seconds left here, 3rd and 10, and Dalton trying to fire up the middle to Desmond Dallas, and he didn't get his head turned around enough in time, guys, so it's going to set up an Adam Waldeck field goal attempt, and it's going to end up being 13-10 as he's going to kick it up and good. It's actually a pretty interesting little thing there, guys. I would recommend trying it because I have not had an issue with blocked field goals since I've just decided to just hold the A button down and just let it go from there. Pretty cool stuff. So looking at the numbers here. So rushing yards, we have 1 yard at the half. 1 yard at the half. That's terrible, right? Joe Mixon trying to get involved here. He's going to pick up the first down. He's now got 4 rushes for 18. Running to the outside. Going to do a little spin move there. Going to bust off the tackle out of bounds. He's now got 5 rushes for 34 yards. That's 6 rushes for 34 yards. So now we're starting to work in the run game a little bit more. Had a lane up the middle, but elected to go to the right, and he's going to get stopped behind the line. It's going to be a 3-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd and 13. I think we just fallen in love with throwing a little bit too much because we were losing. We were down a little bit in that first quarter, being down 13-0. So Tyler Kroft going to get a nice reception, going to pick up the first down here. Dalton trying to scramble, and he can't get out of it. There was just nothing open. And it's going to be a sack. So it's going to be 4th and 16. Adam Waldeck comes on and kicks that tying field goal to make it 13-13. And here is Harris with the first down. It's going to be 2nd and 1 now at the 7-yard line. And Duke Johnson going to pick up the first down at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, 10-15 here left to go. Mayfield handing it off there to Duke Johnson yet again. And it's going to get stopped. So it's going to lead to 2nd down. So defense got to come through here, guys. Don't give up that touchdown. Big time play out there by Bernardic McKinney. I love McKinney, guys. He's balling out for us lately. He's just a good linebacker. I love what he can do, coverage and run stopping ability too. And then, but look at this, Baker Mayfield gonna just school Aqib Talib right there. We were in that zone coverage, and he took advantage of it. Nobody had a spy on him. That's apparently his first rushing touchdown of his career. Okay. But look at this. 4th quarter, 7:28 left to go. And Dalton dropping back, and he's going to fumble the football. 20-13 game. You can't have it. You can't have stuff like that happen, guys. But luckily, we do get a little bit of a stop here. Going to push Duke Johnson back. But, I mean, guys, we're getting just absolutely torched on the ground here. 127 yards on the ground, over 20 rushes for Duke Johnson. Luckily, they're going to only settle for a field goal. It's going to be 23-13, so we're only down 10 with 6 minutes. So down 2 scores, got to get 2 touchdowns, guys. Got to have that happen here. So here's a completion to Joe Mixon, who's going to get to the outside, going to get out of bounds. They will stop the clock. 1st and 10 with 5:02 here left to go. And Dalton is going to try to fire deep out there to Desmond Dallas, who is trying to get a big play, and in coverage just cannot get the position. It's just a rookie mistake, a rookie move. Defensive backs at the next level are very, very good. So we're trying to feed him here a little bit because he's a big-time target, and he drops the football with some pretty good defensive play out there at cornerback. So 3rd and 10, wide open, Desmond Dallas. He catches the football, but he drops it. It's ruled incomplete, guys. Ruled incomplete. So we have one more shot. 4th and 10. And Tyler Kroft wide open, but Dalton throws at his feet. And honestly, Tyler Kroft's got to come up with a little bit better of an effort there. You got to dive for the football, man. You got to try to make something happen, right? So the Bengals go 1-1 early in this season, and I'm not sure what to make of that game. I'm honestly not sure what to make of it. So when we look at the stats here, I mean, we just could not get the running game going whatsoever. We didn't really turn the ball over. I mean, Well, I can't say that because Dalton had a bad interception to start off the game. Look at his completion rating of 55%. Just not good. Had that costly fumble near the end of the game. Mixon only 8 attempts for 34 yards. It's not technically a bad average, but the offense right now is really missing A.J. Green. He's out for another 5 weeks. It's sucking right now, guys, and we really need these games here because if you guys remember, we're playing the Browns twice in 5 weeks. We're playing the Steelers twice in 4 weeks. And these are big AFC North games, right? And now that we're getting the New England Patriots kind of out of division play here, this is that loss was hurtful. And we're going to have to get this W here in primetime yet again against a pretty tough opponent. So our strength of schedule is very, very difficult. Andy Dalton in this offense is going to have to come through. Our defensive game against the run has not been very solid going into this week, so week number 3. The Cleveland Browns chewed us up. So we're going to have to try to clean some things up here if we want to expect to get this W here, guys. So here we go. Benny Snell. If you guys remember correctly, Benny Snell was actually drafted by the Indianapolis Colts, and I believe because they had so many freaking running backs on their team, they put him on the practice squad. And New England was like, okay, let's go ahead and take Benny Snell. So Benny Snell is now on New England, and now we have a change at quarterback. So I mentioned a little bit of this before in the pregame, and we've got Case Keenum at quarterback for New England. So I actually had to go in and edit his numbers. So he was actually number 12, if you guys believe that or not. So he was number 12. So I edited him down just one number to be a number 11 because, that number is getting retired, guys. Brady's number is getting retired in New England, possibly even the NFL. So, I mean, that's really weird by the game. Come on, Madden. Come on, step your game up. All right, so we're 1-2. Patriots are also 1-1. We got to get some work done here against these guys. James White, Sony Michel. I mean, look at this. James White again, guys. It seems like every time we play the New England Patriots, James White does something like that. He's always making some big play against this Bengals defense. And you know what? Yet again, we're still talking about it. We've got run game issues. We can't stop the run right now. So Duke Johnson chewed us up, and now James White chewed us up on that play right there. Dalton really not having too bad of a season, 459 yards passing, but it's the story right now is does he have the it factor, right? Because that game, we needed him to come through in the fourth quarter, and it just didn't happen, right? It just didn't happen. So we'll see if he can kind of rebound a little bit here. Right now, we're just really fixing on Joe Mixon to be our centerpiece here and trying to get him involved a little bit earlier than we had in the last game against Cleveland. So we see that Nate Solder is going to exit this game. So that means Isaiah Prince, the left tackle, is actually going to move to right tackle out of Ohio State to try to fill in. So Nate Solder being hurt, that kind of sucks against this New England pass rush. It just seems like everything's really stacked up against us right now, guys. We're missing Nate Solder now. Now we're missing A.J. Green for this game. It's not good. So here's Dalton on 2nd and 4, and he's going to rush out of the pressure, the sack that could have been. Almost got to him, but he's going to get that first down here. 1st and 10, already down 7-0. We're going to fire out to Martavis Bryant going deep, and he goes up and he gets it. What a catch. What a touchdown. That's what Martavis Bryant does so well. It's a 34-yard strike and score. So New England gives up the touchdown, and Martavis Bryant yet again makes another athletic play here. Guys, Dalton's accuracy issues are becoming an issue, okay? Watch this. Watch this animation by Martavis Bryant. Whoop! He just teleported towards the football because we're trying to make an aggressive catch because we're trying to make up for Dalton's inaccuracy issues. So here's Desmond Dallas on a 2nd and 10. Going to pick up at least 5 on that play. Actually, 3 on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 7, and the pressure from the left side, again, guys, is going to drop Dalton. That's Devin McCourty going to get in on the sack. So New England gets the football back. 2nd quarter, 7:43 left to go. We're going to get James White stopped in the backfield for a Negative 1 yard loss. And here is James White yet again. And Sean Williams bites on the little bit of a shimmy shake right there. And he's going to get the first down. He's going to get up to the 5 yard line. He's already got 10 rushes for 94 yards. And we also lost Geno Atkins in this game. And so now we have to really hone in on our rookie that we took it late, David Lely, and Ryan Glasgow as well, playing defensive tackle. And you guys can see that the pressure from Glasgow and the defensive line caused this interception. So Jesse Bates actually baited, pretty cool, right? Jesse Bates baited Case Keenum to throwing this football up the middle. He thought he had him there with a little crossing route, and it just wasn't meant to be. So Bates, awesome play right there for the Bengals here. And look at Mixon with the spin move, going down the sideline at the 15-yard line, guys, and he's going to take it all the way. McCourty chasing, Patriots chasing, 85-yard touchdown for Joe Mixon. It's going to be 14-7, guys. And check out this replay. Who was that? Whoop! Sonata. You guys remember Yukimura Sonata? Created prospect? Yeah, he just got absolutely burned. The veteran Joe Mixon gave it a little shake right there on the rookie. Said, welcome to the NFL, baby. So 14-7 here. New England is down, and we're firing deep to John Ross, and that's Devin McCourty making a really nice play. John Ross, yet again, the accuracy issues for Dalton. Guys, he had to try to make a one-handed catch right there. That's a pass that needs to be thrown to the sideline. Let John Ross use his speed and get to that sideline and make that catch, guys. So here is Cruz coming up. I don't know how you let the fullback go like that, but it happens. So first down, Case Keenum here, 51 seconds to go, and Carl Lawson going to come up with the huge sack right there. He's going to force 4th and 14. 47 seconds left, and Sheffield almost comes up with the stop, the block, and Lambeau misses the field goal, though. And we're going to go into halftime here, leading against the Patriots 14-7. And there's a lot of things going right for us right now. The average yards per play, the takeaways. We haven't given the football up. Here's a nice catch by Desmond Dallas to start off the third quarter. But, you know, it's just the passing game. We had 61 yards heading into the third quarter, so it just hasn't been there, guys. And look at this pass. That's just a bullet throw to the A drag route. I mean, look at this. That's a throw that needs to be right at the numbers of the 40-yard line, and he's throwing it right at the corner. I don't know what to say. Dalton just hasn't been good these last 2 weeks. It's kind of concerning a little bit. So we gotta watch and see how this is gonna play out. 3rd and 10. And Dalton firing to, I mean, look at this little delayed little hook route here for Joe Mixon. Like, he threw it at the line, and Mixon had to come back to come get it. And it actually ended up in a resulting of a -1 yard loss. So I don't know what Dalton's doing. 3rd and 4 here as the Patriots are driving. They're going to settle for a field goal as a good stop there on defense. And look at this, bombing it out here to Martavis Bryant, coming up big time yet again. And he's going to get more than the first down needed there. 6-yard line. Mixon in the backfield. Here's our favorite play, the stretch play. You got a lane. Mixon going up the middle with the speed. And somehow, some way, the game says, nope, denied. So we got sucked into a block, and we can't punch it into the end zone. So on 4th and goal at the 2, can't punch it in, and Waldeck, yeah, actually 3rd and goal at the 2, and Waldeck on 4th and goal at the 2, going to end up just getting a field goal here, and we're going to be up a touchdown as we head into the 4th quarter here. 11:50 left to go as Gronkowski makes this catch, and they're going for it. They're going for this thing on 4th and 1. We're bringing the pressure, and they like to throw. Seth Roberts, the former Oakland Raider, going to come up with the reception here. They're going to get that first down. 10:08 left to go. Time is ticking away on the play clock, and they're going to fire up the middle to James White. But good play out there by Jesse Bates to knock the football away. He's having a heck of a football game here so far today. Here's 3rd and 4, and Keenum firing out there to James White, and he's going to pick up the first down. So they gave him the forward progress. Keenum trying to make something happen here, but Sean Williams going to actually, no, that wasn't Sean Williams. DB pressure, I think that was Denard. Denard came in and allowed the sack. So good stuff there. I like to see the teamwork. Here's 3rd and 14 after a nice little reception up the middle to get that sack yardage back. And William Jackson against... William Jackson gets burned. And at the 7-yard line now, the Patriots are threatening here. And here's a firing up the middle to Gronkowski, and Sean Williams can't react quick enough. There was just too many receivers open. I don't blame him for trying to get over there. He made a pretty good effort to get back over there, but it just wasn't in time. And the Patriots have tied this football game here. Here's Kemi Martin on a monster formation, going to pick up 9 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 1. We're going to elect to go back to him with a little bit of a hot hand here, trying to keep that rushing game going, keep that rushing game alive. And he's not going to pick it up, but on 3rd and inches, we go with a little read option play, and he actually is going to pick up the first down, 3rd and 15 now. So the strategy here is just kind of kill some clock, kick a field goal, maybe possibly get a touchdown, and get out of Foxborough with a W, and get to 2-1 as we head to Week 4 to take on the Steelers yet again. So, but on this play, on a sack, it's not good. Not good. Not looking too great here, guys. 2nd and 18, and here is Mixon with the rush. Going to take a big hit. Now at the 46-yard line on 3rd and 9, so he did pick up 9 yards on that play. Dalton got to come through here, guys. This is a big down for us, and just nothing happening. There was nothing open on that play. It was a trusty play to go to John Ross, and look at this. A punt block. How many times does this have to happen? Another punt block, guys, for the Bengals, and it's going to set up the Patriots at the 17-yard line. And here is Deebo Samuel with the reception on a little hook route, and he's going to actually get into the end zone as Sean Williams over-pursued. And it's going to be 24-17. Dalton got to make something happen here, buddy. Firing it out deep to Desmond Dallas, and he can't come up with the catch. It was just a little bit off. Something that we've been talking about Dalton all game long in the last 2 weeks, actually. Just a little bit off. And here's another throw that was just a little bit off, shooting for Dallas out there to the right. And here's a pass complete to Tyler Kroft. Going to set up the first down. 43-yard line now at the 46 as we did pick it up. Here is a pass to the right to John Ross. We were trying to hope for a Mixon block right there, but it just didn't happen. Here's 2nd and 5, firing up the middle to Tyler Kroft, and just nothing doing. Minute 59 left to go. 3rd and 5. Here's Uzoma with the reception. Going to take the big hit, though, but he's going to get the first down, so I like to see it. Minute 35 left to go. Mixon splitting out wide to the right. Kroft on a streak up the middle, and here we're going to try to shoot for Martavis Bryant up the middle, but he can't get the throw off. That's Trey Flowers with the sack. 2nd of the game, so 2nd and 14. Here's Kroft up the middle. Going to the sideline. Get the speed, man. We got to get out of bounds. Suave Cravens with the tackle. It's going to get that first down, though. 1st and 10. 50 seconds left to go. Little play action. Got the linebackers fooled. And Dalton rolling out to the right. He's got Martavis Bryant in the corner of the end zone. Can he hold on? He's got it. Touchdown. Cincinnati. So Dalton and Bryant hook up for a 2nd touchdown so far in this game. 44 seconds to go. And now all it is right now, with 22 seconds, you got to get New England out of field goal position, but going to Gronkowski, McKinney can't trip him up in time. He's going to get a little bit of extra yardage here. Here is a pass complete to Gronkowski, and with 11 seconds left, Lambeau, who missed the field goal earlier in the game, it's a little bit further out, and he nails it through. He nails it through. The small little window in that right corner. He got it, guys, and the Patriots are going to win this football game 27-24, your final score. And the Bengals have now lost 2 straight in their last 2 games, obviously. So rushing yards, 151, 185 passing yards. It's just not good enough. The passing game has not been good enough. Running the football last week against Cleveland, we did not do a good job. Today, and this week against the Pats, we did do a good job. There's something off about Andy Dalton. I don't know if that game against the Chargers in the AFC Championship has really gotten to him. maybe possibly drafting Tim Brady had gotten to him too. He did have 60% completion rating in today's game with 2 touchdowns, and he had some deep throws that hit. There was just a majority of them didn't hit. So Martavis Bryant was the big target for today's game, 2 touchdowns, 107 yards. But John Ross, a guy that's normally very, very productive with Andy Dalton, just didn't have it today. So he could not get open. A lot of good coverage by New England's defense. So Carl Lawson with 3 sacks, though, 3 tackles for losses, 3 sacks. I mean, the defense yet again, it played okay, but it just didn't play good enough. Geno Atkins and Nate Solder out for an extended period of time, along with AJ Green being out. Guys, it's not good. This is not good to start off the season now. The Browns are 2-0-1. Steelers are 2-1. We find ourselves at 1-2. Ravens, surprisingly, the Ravens are at 0-3, but don't count them out, guys. They're still a good football team. We're going to have to get this thing done next week as we take on the Steelers. So here's Gavin Daniels. I didn't end up showing him, guys. He is second on the depth chart for the Cowboys, but he is out with a broken collarbone, out for an extended period of time as well. So, guys, I will see you on Sunday for week number 4 and week number 5 action. As always, hooday and peace.